Okay, guys, I really need your opinion here because this is one player I am unsure how the Dynasty community is going to react with. I know my own evaluation and I know my own value on him, but I don't know if we're going to be higher or lower compared to consensus on Kyle Trask getting selected by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the second round. So my initial thoughts are, yes, obviously, Tom Brady is going to be the starting quarterback for the foreseeable future. Yes, obviously, Tom Brady is the starting quarterback in 2021, and we have yet to see Tom Brady suffer an injury, at least for a very long time now. So the chances that Kyle Trask can actually get in there, I don't exactly know the percentage that we could assign to that. If you pull up his stats, I mean, Kyle Trask was very impressive both in 2019 and in 2020 at Florida. Now, what I want to focus in on is I want to focus in on the fact that Kyle Trask really has no rushing upside. And that's the number one thing that we are going to be seeing. Now, I will say this doesn't mean you should be avoiding him at all costs, where I would say that depending on the price, but this is kind of why we need to have your opinion on Kyle Trask and what you are going to be doing with him in Dynasty, and if you're going to be drafting him, where you would be looking to draft him. Okay, because he has no rushing upside, but the reason I'm saying that doesn't kill him is because if he did ever get to start in Tampa Bay, this would be one of the best situations in the entire NFL. Okay, so obviously you have Mike Evans there, throw in the fact that you re-sign Chris Godwin, at least to the franchise tag. Then you bring back Antonio Brown. So with Kyle Trask, it's really interesting in that no, he doesn't have rushing upside. So the passing volume and the passing efficiency, they're going to have to be there if you want to see Kyle Trask be a top 10 quarterback in fantasy, because we know that if you're trying to bet on a quarterback to be a top 10 option and he's not going to give you anywhere from 3 to 5 rushing touchdowns as well as 200 to 400 rushing yards in a season in today's age, you're literally betting on an outlier. But with Trask, I think that this is one of the few cases where you could actually have a pocket passing starting quarterback get into a situation and actually have some fantasy upside just because the situation around him is elite. So let's go through and see what people are saying. Okay, Jan says, what a story. Doesn't mean he'll be good for fantasy. Matthew says, I view him pretty similarly to Jordan Love, to be honest. Okay, real quick, I'll say that that's something I should address. Y'all know that I have been adamant for the entire offseason now in stashing Jordan Love everywhere you can. And I want to talk about the difference between these two selections. Okay, so here, Kyle Trask going at the end of the second round. If you look at the historical hit rate, and if you look at what quarterbacks in this range actually get at the NFL level, most of the time, if you are a quarterback that is drafted at the end of the second round or later, you are not ever getting a shot to start. And I'm not saying that's going to happen with Kyle Trask, but I'm saying that there is a massive difference between Jordan Love and Kyle Trask. And that if you just look at where they were selected in the NFL draft, Kyle Trask and the team investment made by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, it does not say anything about him ever getting a guaranteed start in Tampa. And I know that's not something you want to hear, but it's something that has to be said compared to Jordan Love. The reason we are stashing Jordan Love everywhere, we go, okay, historically, when a team trades up to draft a quarterback in the first round, that means they are very bullish on that quarterback. That means the league and the talent evaluators in the NFL are just going to be high enough that Jordan Love, regardless of if it's for the Packers, the Broncos, wherever it is, he is going to be guaranteed at some point a starting shot. The only quarterback that you can ever look at as being a first-round NFL draft quarterback that is not getting a shot to start in today's age would be a guy like Paxton Lynch. But Paxton Lynch, I mean, he did go a little bit later. He didn't get traded up for. So Jordan Love and Paxton Lynch are even a little bit of a different situation there. So I want to make sure everybody understands that, guys. Jordan Love, even before the rumors, before anything, he was worth significantly more. He has a significantly better prospect profile than Kyle Trask does, where I was drafting Jordan Love everywhere in the early third round of rookie drafts last offseason. And now if Kyle Trask is sitting there at the 301 for me and I'm going, okay, do I want Trask? Do I want Chuba Hubbard? That's where I sit there and I just have to think about it. I don't know, and that's why I'm asking y'all where you are valuing him, because if people are going to be evaluating him where y'all were saying that you think that he is in a similar range of a guy like Jordan Love, I think I'm just going to be all out on Kyle Trask. And I'm not talking about with the Aaron Rodgers rumors. I'm not talking about with any of those reports. I'm just talking about from a pure prospect profile standpoint coming into the NFL. So yeah, I don't want to be talking about that. And let's go through. Matthew says it's pretty nice having Tom Brady as a mentor, though. Yeah, man, I don't know what we can all say about that. Yes, it's nice, but a lot of the times with those veteran quarterbacks, you don't necessarily have them just being willing to be mentors for these guys coming in, because Tom Brady may view Kyle Trask as a replacement for him. So I think that's a little bit quarterback by quarterback. I mean, a lot of reports coming out about Alex Smith and Patrick Mahomes where they were saying, hey, it's very rare that this is actually happening, but Alex Smith loves Mahomes. He's teaching Mahomes as much as he can. He's not giving Mahomes the cold shoulder. I hate to bring this up, but like the situation that you have in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love, where, yeah, it's great in theory if you're going to be behind one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, but if that guy's not trying to actively work with you to make you better, then it doesn't mean too much. So I don't want to put too much weight in on the fact that he is going through and playing behind Tom Brady. It's nice, but it's not something that should drastically be raising his value. So coming into the draft, we had Kyle Trask as a mid-third round Dynasty rookie pick. And I honestly think that he's probably going to stay in that same range. I mean, this is a nice landing spot, but the NFL draft capital doesn't necessarily indicate that he is going to get the shot to start. So maybe we move him up to early third, but he is not necessarily going to be just skyrocketing. Okay. So thank you guys. I really hope y'all enjoyed this. I will be back with a live stream very soon. Next time we get a skill positional guy, a guy that is going to make a difference for fantasy football. Now, that's it, and I will see y'all in that next live stream.